Time to talk Greyhound swimming and diving here on the UIndy Experience. Head coach Jason Hyde is in his second year and is working to climb up that ladder in the always tough Great Lakes Valley Conference.
See you in.
Greyhound swimming.
Oftentimes you'll hear athletes talk about the biggest improvements in a season made from week 1 to week 2, or for athletes from year 1 to year 2. Does that apply to coaches as well? How do things apply to you now that you kind of know the lay of the land a little bit?
Well, I think if you ask the team, they'd probably say I'm a little bit more calm this year. Not completely to their liking, but I think I've relaxed a little bit, not quite as excitable and intense. But there are some, I think we've got some definite positives that have rolled into the second year. I think our team unity is probably the biggest thing that has been a plus for us.
It used to be that kind of the spring sports had the market cornered on going on trips during the course of the season. We see that now though more in the fall and even the winter sports too, except for you and your team. It's not really a competitive situation, but a training situation over the Christmas break. Tell us about it.
Yes, well, we will go to Florida, and we'll train at FIU, Florida International University. It's nice. We get to train outdoors. We put in a lot of hours, as our student athletes will tell you, and it's pretty rigorous and it's pretty grueling. But it's also a good time to make memories and bring the team together. We'll do some fun things. We have a little bit more freedom this year than we did last year, but it's a pretty nasty time of training, and but it is a big part of what we do, so that we can hit our goals come February and March.
All right, and speaking of that, to wrap things up, again, we're 3 months out from conference, 4 months out from nationals. What's going to make this a good season for both your teams?
I think improving from last year. So for the women's team, it's getting more and more women to the national championship meet. At the conference level, it is scoring more points than we did last year. Can we make up the difference between Truman State and Drury? I don't know. Drury is probably the favorite to win nationals right now with what they have coming back and what they brought in. So that might be a tough one to do. And we've got quite a gap to make up between us and Truman State as well. But I think we can start to do that and build that confidence that we're going to work our way to winning a conference title, and then moving up the ranks on the national level too. And then as far as the men, it was third place for us. We're gonna go for it again. We weren't that far away from winning conference last year. We've brought in some key components that can help us in the diving and in some of the swimming events too. But I think ultimately we want to finish higher than 15th place at nationals this year. That would be a successful season. Would be a top 10 finish there.
Hey Jason, thanks for the time and good luck this year.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Good job. Listen, can you believe this is the last go-around for you?
Honestly, it's gone by so fast, I can't even believe how it's already my senior year.
One of the things that it's funny, maybe when you're a freshman or a sophomore, there are times when you're kind of dreading the practices and the early morning workouts. By the time you talk to the juniors and seniors, a lot of them say, I'm kind of enjoying this knowing I won't be doing this for much longer. Are you kind of at that point?
It's definitely like a big, it's a nice thing to be able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah. It makes you practice a lot more enjoyable to know that, even when you're working really hard, that there is an end in sight. I remember freshman year, I would wake up every morning and I'd be like, but now it's like, come on, let's do this one more time.
There you go. All right, tell us how things are going for you in the classroom.
Classroom, pretty good this year. My course load's a little lighter because I got most of my credits done earlier in my 4 years here. This year I'm only taking 12 credit hours each semester, so not too bad at all.
And what's the major for you?
I'm a supply chain management major.
And once the swimming days are over with next semester, what's the goal for you? What do you hope to do with that degree?
I would love to get a job in the logistic field for supply chain management. Right now, right after college, I'm planning to go spend the summer with my friends out in Vegas.
Yep.
So that's going to be a fun little trip for me. But after that, who knows?
There are a lot of logistics involved in being successful in Las Vegas. So maybe you can use some of that training and tutelage when that happens. All right. What events are you swimming this year?
I'm swimming sprint butterfly and sprint freestyle, and occasionally the 200 butterfly.
All right. So when you're doing that sort of sprints, what sort of mileage, how many of those are you doing in training on a daily basis?
It depends. We have a different kind of workload for each day. Typically Monday and Wednesday and Friday are like longer, more aerobic stuff. But when we hit to Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, I'll be going probably 8 full sprints for about at least 100 every single day.
All right, what's going to make this a good year for you in the pool?
A good year for me in the pool. I would love as a team, for us to finally get our first men's GLVC conference title. I would love to bring a bunch of guys to nationals because it was a great experience to go last year, and it's so much fun. And I would love to have the whole team out there. And a top 10 finish would be really nice too.
No doubt about that, Bucky. Thanks for the time. Congratulations on a great career.
Thank you.
Time, and people may not know this, but California has really been kind of a fertile recruiting ground for UIndy Swimming for a long time.
It has.
What was it that was appealing about coming to the Midwest and coming to school here at UIndy?
Well, I originally didn't know about this school, but I was looking at colleges, and my swim team actually had a college day, and the person running it knew the coach of Brittany. She was a past swimmer here, and he used her as an example, so I just found out about this school, talked to Gary, and just got into it, and I really enjoyed it when I came to visit.
I was saying, looking back at it now, you made the right decision?
I think so, yeah.
All right, tell us about the major for you here at UIndy.
I'm an exercise science pre-physical therapy major. So yeah, I'm in the health pavilion all the time.
I would assume then looking at getting physical therapy school next year, correct?
Right. Yeah.
All right, want to stay here, or you're looking to head elsewhere at this point?
I've applied back home in California, so I'll be taking a break from here.
You've been a couple thousand miles away from home. I
Right.
think we all understand that. Tell us how the season's going for you in the pool so far.
So far, it's looking pretty good. I'm excited for this weekend and for conference, so I'm hoping it's going to be really good.
All right, what events you swimming this year?
Mainly backstroke, but I might throw some IM or freestyle in there too.
Yeah. All right. Since we're talking about a swimming conversation here, clearly people from outside the swimming world kind of pay attention to swimming every 4 years,
Right.
and that was this year.
Right.
So as a competitive swimmer, what was it like for you watching the Olympics?
It was really amazing. Like, I just see how far some people have come over the last 4 years. I've been following some of them, and just watching them swim in Rio was just a great experience.
I'm sure, no doubt about that. All right, what's going to make this a good year for you and your teammates?
Hopefully we do some pretty good times at conference, and hopefully get some growth to nationals. That's one of our main goals this year.
And I would assume that's a goal for you as well, correct?
I'm not sure if I'll make it, but it's always the dream to make it. So,
Sure.
yeah, I'll keep my options open.
There you go. Best of luck. Thanks for the time.
Thank you.